So now that you have found your own brokerage account, the next thing that you need to do is to research. Research some of the stocks that are good. Don't just go on the Nigerian stock exchange or on the US stock exchange and choose any stock you feel like choosing because the way you are looking at it, you like the logo there, or you've been hearing the name of the stock. You're just hearing the name of the company. It sounds so good, and then you just want to invest in it. No, that is totally wrong. Investment has to do with getting knowledge about the whole thing. You need knowledge. All right. This is not gambling. If it's in gambling is a game of luck. Why a gambler sees gambling as the game of luck, an investor sees investment as the skill. So you need skill, and to get the skills, you need that knowledge, all right, about investment. There are things that you need to consider when doing your research. First of all, you need to look at the company that you are investing into. What does this company do to make money? That's number one. You can be writing this down. What does this company do to make money? So that is one thing you should consider. And then number two, what is the competition? How is this company? How long can this company stay in competition or compare with other companies that are in the same industrial sector? All right. So that is one thing that you need to consider because there are competition everywhere. So you need to consider that. And then another thing that you need to consider is the price of the stock. Very, very important. You need to consider the price of the stock. All right. If a price is too expensive for you that do not have money, it is a red flag. Because if that stock decides to, if that stock eventually falls, you bought a stock from 500 above and above, all right, the stock now it plummets. It move from 500 and falls down to 40 naira or even below. That means you will lose a huge percent of the total amount of your investment, and that won't sit well for a new investor like you. All right, someone who is just getting into investment. Remember, this game is the game of tolerance. You need tolerance. All right. In the stock market generally, all right. In the stock market, and whether it's the stock, crypto, or let me say forex traders, what you need to consider is your level of tolerance. If a stock is about to get to $1,000 or $3,000, or let me say $500, and you own that stock, how is your tolerance going to be? If you should wait for it to get to that level and then it does not get to that level, one day you decide to split or just falls from there. Now, let's say splitting is something that is not bad, but once a stock splits, it takes much longer for it to regain its strength to pick up and get to that level. And when it gets to that level, you will enjoy better. So that's another thing. Okay. So these are the things to consider. Tolerance. All right. Price. Okay. Competition. All right. What else did I mention? You can go over and check. Another thing that you need to check up when doing research, you need to look out on the market capitalization. The market capitalization will tell you the total number of outstanding shares that have been given out, and that will let you know the level of interest people have on that particular stock. Now, the interest that investors have in a company or in a stock will determine the prices of markets. All right, it affects the price of the stock in the market. Market sentiment, trends, and then gains, profit gains by the company, and also of the investors coming in to buy more. These are the things that affect the prices of stock on the stock exchange market. So if today you see, let me say 1 million decide to buy a particular stock, and each of them are buying with a higher amount of money, the result will be that stock, the price of the stock will shoot up. All right, because that is to say that the stock is in high demand. Okay, when people are buying, that is when you see the green line going up to show that the demand is higher. Now, when people start selling, you will see the red candlesticks start falling to tell you that the supply it has gotten to a level where some people feel, okay, this is where I need to take profit. Now, if you are a trader, know when to take profit. All right, even as an investor, know when to take profit. Don't be too greedy being out there. All right, the market has two sides. Either you win or you lose. So remember, get to know when you are trading, get to know when you are holding. All right. And one important thing that you need to do is to set your goal before investing. All right. Have a goal. You're not just investing, you have a particular goal that you are investing for. That is very, very important. You need to take note of it. You need to be intentional about what you are doing here, because you are not gambling. You have something that you are expecting, right? And you have written it down, have goals and have deadlines for those goals. These are things that are very, very important. You need to know. Another thing that you need to do before investing your money is to know the kind of money that you are investing on. Now, let me tell you this. Let me explain this. Money have 4 jobs. All right. The first job is to spend unnecessary bills. These are needs: clothes, house, rent, and then food. Clothes, house rent, food, even school fees. These are not the money that you should use to invest. So if you have some amount of money that you are going to use tomorrow or 3 weeks time, for a particular purpose, for these purposes, you don't tamper with that money to come and invest. All right? You don't borrow money to come and invest. It is one of the policies of an investor. You need to know this, like you know your name, like you know yourself, like you know the family that you're coming from. Don't borrow. Don't ever on. If you hear a stock is going up, is shooting through the roof, do not borrow money anywhere to come and invest. I am begging you. It is one of the policies of an investor says, and you can find them in the books that are given to you. All right, read Benjamin Graham. All right, a book by Benjamin Graham titled The Intelligent Investor. So read the book The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. You will see one of the policies of an investor there is that you do not borrow money on no account to come and invest.